There it is. Wait, what is happening? Alright, we should be live now. I think we're good. Let's double check that audio. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Well, what's good, Internet? I'm Eric. It's Sunday. Hopefully, you've all had a fantastic weekend. I know I just got back from vacation, had the feeling and the itch to duel. So, what I wanted to do was showcase some of the, at least five, because that's all I've recorded so far and saved, of the latest duels that I had no right winning. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction as to what the duels we're going to be watching are, what deck I'm playing, and then we're just going to watch them. And these are all victories that I had absolutely no right securing. So we're going to watch it. It's a little sped up. So this first deck, I believe, is one of the reasons you do not want to extend. You kind of want to keep a few cards in the hand, and this is going to show you why. I believe this first match here is with my Harpy deck, which can get very nasty very quickly. So without further ado, I'm going to mute my ass and enjoy. Alright, so Eric back. So as you can see, this guy has decided to... He had victory on the board, and decided to pull all of his small monsters into bigger monsters with bigger effects. Which is going to come back to bite him in the butt. I have 900 life points. And, This is what makes... Hysteric Party is what makes my deck very dangerous. It gives me access to my extra deck like nobody's business. But it also gives me access to all the Harpies who have died in the past. Instead of securing game, he brings out an 1800 attack monster with a good effect. So tell me, what do you do when a monster has a good effect? You shut it off. And that is game. He had game on the board. If he had just left the number of monsters on the board, he would have won. I couldn't have gotten past all of them. But he decided to overextend. Now, I haven't actually... I don't remember this last duel. So that one was the shortest duel of them all, lasting only 9 turns. Oh boy, this one that lasted 33. We'll get to that one in a little bit. Let's take a look at this next one. These are all ranked duels, by the way. A win is still a win. You're not wrong. Let's see. I haven't watched this one back. I haven't watched any of these others back yet. So let's see what I'm playing. Oh, I'm still playing my Harpy deck. Awesome. Let's see what we learn in this duel. Phalanx Pike, by the way, another reason this deck is very mean with Harpies. Ash Blossomed my hysteric sign. I hate Ash Blossom with a passion. So, common thing, he destroyed my Hysteric Sign, which didn't get its first effect, so he got it when he destroyed it that time. I pulled Channeler, I pull Hunting Ground, destroy the back row, didn't happen, he activated, negated my effect. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, I'm fighting Dragon Maids here. I just noticed it. See, things ain't looking so hot for Eric right now. Even I don't remember how I pulled this one back. I think we might be getting another hysteric party clutch here. Max C, the dirty dog. So I have to be careful how many Harpies I pull back here, because he's going to get to draw. However, the cool thing about Hysteric Party is it only counts as one summon. So he only got one draw off of that. Jerk negates my shit again. Another Ash Blossom. Cyber Harpy slash end phase. I don't want to suicide into that. I want to bounce that shit back to his hand. That's my goal right now. He's activated an effect, allows me to do just that. Get that dinosaur out of here. Now I've got a bottomless waiting. But I also have another thing to bounce it right back to the hand. And just like that, exact amount of damage, the game is over. Also, I gotta say, you guys are absolute troopers for all these Yugi things, because I really got into Yugi hardcore. There will be a variety of streams coming up, but for now, you've got a lot of Yugi content to go through. So up next, probably the most headache-inducing battle, one of, other than the one that I did this morning when I decided to make this video. This was probably the hardest fight I've ever had in this game. And I remember this one had to be using my token deck, my fun deck. We were at a standstill for the longest time. This guy was running E-Heroes and could not beat my Marsh Macaroon strategy. I remember this. So I slowly... Well, you'll see what happens. This is my fun deck, for all those who don't know. I stall, I burn. That's what I attempt to do with this deck. Alright, let's see if I win for it, because, oh my gosh, that's right. This guy absolute zeroed me so many times. So what I do is I go into my Link Spider, and then I believe I brought out my Unchained Abomination. Because that's usually what I go for with this deck. There he is. Unchained Abomination. 3 destruction effects. However... this guy's running absolute zero. If I destroy him, everything on my field is gone. That is a big no-no. So right now, I gotta work on field control. Well, I had to work on field control. The Messenger of Peace is going to keep his big monsters from attacking me. I allow him to hit my Marshmallow, so he takes 1,000 damage. But he's going to run into some trouble, because he's got a lot of big guys. They've got great effects, but they can't attack. Marsh Macaroon is going to give him a headache. I decide to hit him for an early burn and stop the attack at the same time. Another strategy I like, throw out a Neo Grand Mole. At the beginning of the damage step, if this monster battles another opponent, return both monsters to the hand. I cannot do this with Absolute Zero because it specifically states when he leaves the field. So if I Grand Mole his Absolute Zero, my field gets wiped. If I destroy that monster, my field gets wiped. Smart move, targeting my Scrap Iron and my Messenger of Peace. Now he's free to attack me, and at this point, I believe I say fuck it. He wants to do that. Oh, actually, what did he target? I still had did I have 2 Scrap Irons out there? I did. So he didn't expect the second one. Oh, I have Scapegoat as well. I run 3 of them. I just haven't pulled one yet. I'm getting a little cheeky here. Bring out Cerberus. Destroy his monster. I got 1 absolute 0 off the field. He Ash Blossoms my Macaroon. I do not get Macaroon's effect to bring 2 more to the field. Pinpoint Guard allows me to bring a monster back from my graveyard. I choose Macaroon. He decides, okay, I'm good. So it also can't be destroyed by battle that turn. So now I've got access to 3 Macaroons again. Pinpoint Guard, fantastic clutch. I have Ring of Destruction set on the field. I'll hit us both for damage, that's fine. Absolute 0, number 2, on the field. Absolute Menace, I don't care. Destroy him. Because, once destroyed, yes, my stuff is gone as well, but Macaroon's effect takes place. 2 Macaroons as defense, back on my field. Stop one of them, allow him to destroy the second. I still have access to Macaroon's effect next turn. Another great card that I like to play, Curse of Darkness. Each time a spell card is activated, immediately after it resolves, that player takes 1,000 damage. Very important. Hurts me if I'm playing Scapegoat or Creature Swap, but usually hurts an E-Hero deck a lot more. Again, Neo-Spacian Grand Mole, allowing me to control the field a bit. Bounces monsters back, so we can't overtack the number of monsters I have on the field. It's all working out great. Scapegoat, if I want to activate that, it's going to cost me 1,000 life points right now. And the last thing I want to do is give him access to Stratos again, because Stratos will destroy my backfield, which is why I'm specifically targeting that 1 monster. So now I hit him with the Lava Golem. Smart man, tributes them both. So, Lava Golem, he did his job. Marsh Macaroon's effect, of course. You destroy one, another one hits the field. It's a vicious cycle. My life points 2,000, enemy's life points 2,700. Very close game. For the safety, I decided to Feather Dust the 1 card on the field, not sure if he needs it. Activates it in response. Feather Duster, technically wasted. But that's alright, I got him to play it earlier than he wanted to. Maybe. He plays a spell card. I Ring of Destruction. Again, taking control of how many monsters are on the field at the cost of life points. He grabs Stratos. Fantastic play. But it does no good. 800 life points to 500 life points. This game is coming down to the wire. I draw another Scrap Iron. Clutch. Will he dare attack my face-down Grand Mole, which is an absolute distraction? Right now, I'm attempting to get another Link 4 monster to end this. Because right now, I'm hoping he thinks that's a Marshmallow, so he doesn't want to take the 1,000 damage. And it looks like it worked. He didn't attack my Grand Mole. Right there, magical cylinders in the chamber, on the field. Link 2 summon. What's coming out? Probably Phoenix. There it is, Phoenix. And now we go for a Link 3. Berserker of the Tenyi. 3,000 attack points. Battles over Stratos. Oh, Mirror Force destroys all attack position monsters on the field. That's bad. Flip Grand Mole. Now he knows if he attacks my Grand Mole, he's losing his monster. He's going for the win. I stop the first attack. I Scapegoat. I Magical Cylinder. Magical Cylinders, I should specify. Set a Magic Cylinder to the field. There's no way he's going to go through with this damage. 4 Scapegoats on the field. He goes for the attack anyway. Kills himself. Game over. Had he not, I would have Link Spidered into Unchained Abomination and wiped his field that way. However, there you go. The longest game, the hardest I had to work for a victory. Well, maybe almost the hardest I had to work for a victory in that one. This match I did yesterday, and I couldn't believe how lucky I got. I actually talked about it a little bit on yesterday's stream, which Loki just absolutely dominated. So let's go into my 4th battle. I believe this one is also using my fun deck. But just to make sure, let's get into the video. Ah, yes. To preface, this is why you should watch out for the traps. Also, didn't want to overextend. If he's got a Feather Duster, everything's gone except my goats. So I didn't want to overextend too quickly. Activate Scapegoat at the end of his turn. That way I've got access to them, because once you activate this card, you cannot tribute on that turn. It's a quick play. Activate it at the end of your enemy's turn. That way you have access to use them as tribute. When your turn comes around, bam, Link Spider. Link Spider into, you guessed it, Unchained Abomination. One of my favorite cards. End phase, destroy a card on the field. And now we wait. And Curse of Darkness hitting him hard right off the bat. 2,000 life points. I'm sorry, was it 2,000, yeah. Got a Magic Cylinder. He Silent Honor Arcs. Smart move. Silent Honor Dark. Special summon monster on the field. Add it to the bottom of your card as material. Attacks me directly for 2,800. What a jerk. Can you believe this guy? Taking my monster as material. That's alright, I'll make another one. Take 1,000 for my troubles. Creature swap. I take his Silent Honor Arc, give him a token. Normally I would have turned that into attack mode to do damage. I didn't have a lot of time because he would have continued to do bad stuff to me. This is a battle of spell cards at this point. I go for the Link Spider, and I use his Silent Honor Dark as one of the materials for another Unchained Abomination. That's number 2. Direct attack, 3,000 damage on the end phase, destroy his field spell. This man, or woman, decides to Silent Honor Arc again, taking another 1,000 damage. Grabs my monster as material, and ends his turn, because he's playing cautious. I flip Scapegoat. Gives me 4 Scapegoat tokens. Guess what's coming, guys? Have you figured out the plan? Link Spider. Into a third Unchained Abomination. I end the turn. I don't want to risk attacking. He detaches, negates the effect. I use Ring of Destruction to target his whale. A card on the field was destroyed by an effect other than Unchained Abomination. I destroy another card on the field. Hello, Dylan. Welcome. He has gotten rid of my third Unchained Abomination. He's got to be feeling real proud of himself, but I've got a few surprises in the chamber. He is really going hard here. Definitely more so than he needs to be. He attempts to activate a graveyard effect. So I decide to get rid of all monsters in all of our graveyards. Banish them. His shark has no one to target. He has to end his turn. Pinpoint Guard. Not going to do me any good because all of my monsters are off the field. Feather Duster. Absolutely devastating. Destroys everything I've had in place. Silent Honor Dark back on the field. How is your boy going to get out of this one? Well, I still have 1 token on the field. He does piercing damage. I am left with 600 life points. I top deck out of 36 cards a Lava Golem. He has exactly 2 monsters on the field. At the beginning of his standby phase, he takes 1,000 damage and dies. I run 2 Lava Golems in this deck. I top decked out of 36 cards the 1 card I needed to win that situation. With him having exactly 2 monsters on the field, I tribute summon them. Lava Golem at the beginning of standby phase, 1,000 damage. It was a dirty win. An absolute dirty win. But it worked. And now, guys, for the last duel of the stream here, I'm going to be showing you a duel that I just had before starting this stream. The closest my life points have ever been to 0 in this game. I am so proud to show you why everyone loses to the fun deck at least once. This is perhaps the greatest achievement I've ever done. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. I am versing a Time Lord deck, which are really mean, I found out. Just to throw things down, we got a Curse of Darkness, stopping any spells this guy might play. As I have found out, Time Lords don't play a lot of spells. However, they also need to attack you to do things. Yeah, starting hand isn't the best, but I had enough stall to grab a Scapegoat. This monster has a torrential tribute on the field. Destroyed my first wave of Scapegoats. Now, each of these guys have a pretty mean effect. He gets rid of the obvious Scrap Iron so that he can attack through. I top deck another Scrap Iron. If this guy attacks, half my life points are reduced. My life points are reduced by half if this guy gets an attack off. Scrap Iron, very important for this scenario. This game, Scrap Iron is the GOAT. The only thing saving me is that Time Lords have to be shuffled back into the deck after being played. All of my monster spots are open. I decide to use Cemetery Bomb to clear up a spot for Messenger of Peace. I'm going to take another 1,000 damage to do this. Most of his monsters... This guy has the balls to hit me for 200 damage with a cylinder. This field spell, level 10 or higher monsters on the field can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Bullshit. This man has decided to give me damage. I've got a creature swap. I'm going to sack Messenger of Peace, play creature swap, because if I attack him using his own monster, I have to pay a lot of life points to do this. Then he's the one who takes the damage. 2,200 damage coming at him. He loses his card. I also activate the effect to reduce his life points by half. 550 to 1850. He's got a Marsh Macaroon on his side, and I'm going to have to sack his monster. What am I going to do here? Ring of Destruction down on the field. If I can destroy my Marsh Macaroon, I can get 2 of them as blockers on my field. This guy takes 1,000 damage for activating a spell. I attempt, but I'm also going to deal 200 damage back to him. I got to whittle him down as much as I can. Activate Cylinder, double that damage to 400. He takes 400 damage for attacking me. It is 550 to 450. I Ring of Destruction Marsh Macaroon. He Ash Blossoms the effect. It is now 250 life points to 350 life points. My Marsh Macaroon does not get its effect because of that damn Ash Blossom. I am now sitting here, and I need to top deck like a champ. I've got a Marsh Milan. If he attacks this, I didn't go for it. I went for the 300 damage, which he deflected back at me. I now have 50 life points. I went for the win. I should have set Marshmallow and let him attack me for 1,000. I didn't do that. I went for the win there. I got greedy. He halves my life points to 25. It is now 25 life points to 250 life points. I decide to go for it. I link summon my Phoenix. I end my turn. If I can draw a card, I can discard it to destroy a card on the backfield. I'm afraid of what that face down is, because he's fucked me so far. He decides to activate a spell card, causing his own death. I don't know if he forgot it was on the field, but that was the closest game I have ever been to 0 life points. Oh. So there you go, guys. That is 5 duels that I had no right winning. Especially those last 2. Those last 2 I did not deserve to win. And maybe the first one. Because this guy kind of was his own downfall. But, so good. Also, if you're interested in dueling me at some point in the future, there is my ID for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Very crazy matches. So I'll see if I can't collect a few more fun matches to display again in the future. But until next time, everybody, I want to thank you for sitting by and watching these duels with me. It's been a lot of fun. Interesting doing commentary on my own matches. I've never done that. Normally it's a as I'm playing kind of deal. But yeah, if you enjoyed, feel free to hit that like button. Let me know. Maybe I'll showcase a few more of these in the future. Until next time, everybody. Bye bye.